This is the first year I can remember that we finished harvest without starting on tillage at all. Normally those two overlap quite a bit. Normally we have the right weather, the right tempo of harvest, the right manpower to where we're running tillage as we get about halfway through harvest and then through the second half of harvest. This year that wasn't the case. Our fall tillage did not start until after harvest ended. Now that was for a few different reasons, but the main reason is just because of the weather that we had during harvest. It was so dry, the corn dried down so fast, we never caught the wet bins. There was just no opportunity to stop the combine. There was no rain events, nothing like that. So we finished harvest before we even started tillage. And now it's November 3rd today, and we're gonna finish fall tillage. That is earlier than we ever finish it. I think maybe last year was the first year we've ever finished before this date. And like I said, it normally goes that we overlap harvest and fall tillage. And then once harvest is over, we run 24 hours around the clock with this ripper. It's the slower piece until tillage is done. Not the case this year. In fact, this is the first year that I'll go without running the ripper for one single acre. That's one of the things about farming that I really don't like, and there's nothing you can do about it, but you can't learn from year to year on a lot of things because each year is so different. The weather, the dates on the calendar, when you get out there planting, the moistures when you get there at harvest, different things like that, the weather that you have during spraying seasons, everything is different. You can't hardly learn anything or draw a conclusion, apples to apples, from one year to the next. Every year is so different because of the weather. But if I could replicate any fall, it would be this one. We didn't have to bust our balls to get tillage done. Like I said, we weren't running this thing 24 hours around the clock. We only ran it probably 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. most every single day, and still got it done in such a timely fashion. And still looking ahead for the next 10 days, there's only one rain chance. That's gonna push us out to the middle of November. We're gonna be north of 60 every day through the middle of November and only have one rain event at all for the last week of October, first 2 weeks of November. Odd. How about you guys? Do you overlap your fall tillage with your harvesting? Is your combine running the same time your fall tillage is? Do you normally get all your fall tillage done? If so, what's the date on the calendar you kind of shoot for there? But man, it seems like our goal is normally to finish harvest by Halloween. We got done 10 days before that, I think it was. And normally our goal is to finish tillage by Thanksgiving. And we're gonna finish that 3 weeks before, 4 weeks before Thanksgiving. And will you guys agree with me on that it's hard to draw conclusions from year to year based on the differences in weather? Everything's just so different on a year-to-year basis. Do you go out and you plant when it's a little tacky yet? Well, you don't know because the date on the calendar is different. Do you go out and shell that corn when it's 25% moisture rather than waiting? You don't know because you don't know what rain events are gonna come in the weeks following. But nevertheless, November 3rd, fall tillage is about to be done. We may go out and do a little bit of spring tillage right now. We'll go in on our ripped corn stalks, run a VT or a soil finisher, and go out and level it off, get it ready for the planter so that come springtime, you don't have to go out with that soil finisher. We're running 2 planters now. That's a little different to us. We've got an air seeder that plants our soybeans. So it's nice that that cultivator doesn't have to keep up with 2 planters in the spring. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We've done that the last few years, make that spring pass in the fall, and it's worked out nice, stale seed bed, whatever. We've liked our soybean yields behind that trend that we've done, but who knows? It's November 3rd. It's early. The weather looks fine. We haven't cleaned anything up, but like I said, we got 60-degree weather for the next 10 days and no rain. We'll have everything done in a timely fashion. Then we're going to be sitting there twiddling our thumbs wondering, what should we be doing with this great weather now? Just different. It's been an odd year. Anyone agree with me on that? Copy. Over.